Plaintiffs Jacob Beasley and his girlfriend Shauna Padilla say the defendant is Jacob's brother, and they were both put into foster care when they were young. Shauna says the defendant has anger issues, and he even pushed Shauna when she was pregnant. Jacob and Shauna are suing for connection fees and emotional distress. Defendant Robert Bivens says he loves and respects his brother and is upset that he brought him to court today. Robert says Shauna is nothing but an enabler who babies Jacob, and both of them act like children because all they do is play video games all day.
Tell me what happened.
Well, to start a little bit, we're pretty much here because he has made some very irresponsible decisions. The last one that he made affected me very strongly financially, and I think he needs to understand the repercussions of what he decides to do. I first met him in 2010, and he's actually the one that introduced me to his brother Jacob, who I fell in love with and have been with for about 3 years now. Well, he has not had a really awesome upbringing. He's just had a lot of issues growing up and everything. I wanted to have a house that was safe for him to come and be safe in, I guess you could say, and he would come over and visit. And
describe that relationship again. I was trying to figure what you said, but it's not coming clear to me.
Okay,
maybe I missed it.
Who's
who and what's what? How do you know him? Start over.
Okay, he was actually friends with my roommate, and he would come over and play video games and hang out over all the time. One time brought Jacob over, and me and him fell in love.
All right.
And, well,
congratulations.
anyways,
how long you all been together?
It'll be 3 years in January.
Good. Congratulations.
Thank you.
You're a cougar?
Yes, very much.
You are?
She's proud of me.
Okay, yeah, I mean, really. I mean, you were able to copy a young man.
You don't even let go of him.
Yeah, I see, yeah. I mean, just like gentlemen, they've always been proud to have them a young girl. So be proud. Hey, you're a young boy.
Yeah, we have not been...
Y'all laughing at half y'all in here wish they had what you had.
Yes.
Go ahead, you live long and everything. You might not get the pension, but... But go ahead, I'm sorry, ma'am. You explain the nature of the association.
Okay. Well,
and he's kind of had a rocky life, your brother?
Yes.
In what way? You all want to tell me? Sir?
Actually...
why don't you let his brother tell me about it?
Yes, he grew up in a tough home. He brought up by his grandfather, my grandfather. We were split up by... when our mother was beat up by her boyfriend when we were young.
Sorry to hear that.
She was refusing to drink some alcohol, and
he hospitalized her.
Really?
So we were put into foster care.
What age were you?
I was 7. He was still a baby.
Okay. Let me hear from him a little. Sir, why don't you give me some background on yourself?
Your Honor, first of all, I love my brother.
Good.
And I respect him as, as a family member, somebody that, I love and care about. And the fact that he brings me here to court, it really hurts, Your Honor. And seeing how the relationship that they're in, more or less, she's more of an enabler. She babies him. She treats him like a child when, basically she's a child herself. They do nothing but play video games all day long and act like teenagers, like they're still 18. And the fact that they brought me here to court, it really hurts.
Did you want to respond to some of the problems, the challenges you've had in life and how you've dealt with them?
First of all, Your Honor, my grandpa is a great man. He's a wonderful person to do what he's done. He's taken 4 kids and my sister. My sister later on went to go do her own thing, to go move out to do, just to go to live her life. But my grandpa is staying there raising 3 kids, three young boys. Not an easy thing for a lot of people to do. But for my grandpa, who's an ex-Marine, proud to be. He's a wonderful man, sir. And he took care of us. He raised me and made me the man I am today. And
what type of troubles did you overcome? Because it sounds like you overcame whatever troubles you had.
The troubles in my life, sir, is no different than any other troubles that a lot of other people are facing. Okay. I take what I got and I try to work with it. Okay. And for the situation that I was given, I would like to think I've overcame the obstacles that were put in my way and to carry myself the best way I know how.
What you doing now?
Could overcome your temper. Sorry.
And don't interrupt anymore. See, I got a temper too. Me and you, we got
Yes,
temper.
sir.
We have troubled backgrounds that we overcame. Me and
Yes,
you a lot
sir.
alike.
I'm currently working at a smoke shop, Your Honor. I do what I need to get by, to get
Good.
the money. I need to get food at the end of the day because,
Right.
you know, we all hungry and, you know, we got to do what we got to do. So seeing how
Well,
I'm currently,
how far did you go with the education?
with the education,
Yeah.
I'm still enrolled in school. I'm fixing to go to, well, it's a community college is
Okay.
what they're working.
That's
me to
where
get
you're at
into.
now?
Yes, sir.
Good. All right.
And just as far as everything else, I'm trying to get a better job, something
Okay.
that is a step up from a
Focus
small.
more on your education.
Yes,
and
sir.
the job will come.
I would like to think I've overcame the obstacles that were put in my way and take care of myself the best way I know how.
What you
As long
doing
as you
now?
could
What you
overcome
say?
your temper. Sorry.
And don't interrupt anymore. See, I got a temper too. Me and you, we got
Yes,
temper.
sir.
We have troubled backgrounds that we overcame. Me and
Yes,
you a lot
sir.
alike.
Plaintiffs Jacob Beasley and his girlfriend Shauna Padilla are suing Jacob's brother, who they claim pushed Shauna when she was 7 months pregnant.
Let's hear why you're suing him.
Well, I do want to say part of the problems that we've had in the past is, if you don't mind, is for example, he had came over to my house to play and had been there for about 30 minutes playing Xbox. Whenever he had mentioned the fact that he was babysitting the kids that lived downstairs. And he left them sitting there for 30 minutes without anybody there and was playing Xbox at my house. When he mentioned the fact that he was supposed to be babysitting, I asked him.
What did he do, ma'am, with
He
this
pushed
temper?
me down because I told him I was going to call the parents.
Okay.
Then he pushed me down again whenever I was 7
Did
months
you call
pregnant.
the police?
I called the parents. I did not call the police. I
Okay.
called the parents, and I went
All right.
and stayed with them until the
Anything
parents
else you
got
want to
there.
tell me about his temper?
Yeah, he pushed me down whenever I was 7 months pregnant because he was.
I know, I heard
continuous-
that.
Yeah,
Anything else?
that it just
long
not
have
about
you
his
known him?
temper. I have known him for 3 years.
Okay, you have any other incident? Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Your Honor.
Anything else about his temper within?
His temper? Yes, sir. The reason why his girlfriend had left him was because of this temper.
What did he do to his girlfriend?
Because he could not control his jealousy. His
What
girlfriend
has
got,
he done to show his temper? Like, for example, when I lose my temper, I do something.
He pushed me down at 7 months
I
pregnant.
I curse you real bad and whatever.
she is pregnant with my girlfriend, with my baby, and
Yes.
pushed her onto the
I
ground.
heard that. I said something
Yes, sir.
else. All right, let's move on. The
Okay.
connection fees that you're suing him for.
The reason I am suing him is because what he did was he had actually, when his girlfriend left him, he ended up taking the wallet that belonged to Jacob that had my prepaid card in it, that my money is for my
Okay, so he
paycheck
stole
is
your
loaded
wallet.
onto.
Tell me about that.
Yes, sir.
Tell me.
He kept it.
No, let him tell me. You say he stole his wallet.
Yes, my wallet was missing for 2 or 3 weeks.
From where? Your home?
My home.
Had he been there?
No.
Or,
I had.
Yeah, he loved the job, baby.
I went to his job to give him a ride back to his house. My wallet was left at the job.
Okay, and that's why I asked you, where was it missing from? And I thought you said home.
sir.
No, I had.
And
given
that's
him a
why I
ride.
asked, had he been there to your home?
He
and you
had
said
to
He
no.
was taken
afterwards.
to
Okay,
the house.
but
sir.
you left it at his job or in the
Yes.
car?
No.
At his job?
At his job.
At his workplace?
Yes,
You
and
pulled
his-
your wallet out and laid it where?
A shelf,
At-
a desk.
on a shelf in his place of work?
Yes.
Why are you looking like that? You have to prove your case. So far, you haven't.
Well,
Let's hear from you. Did you take his wallet?
No, sir, Your Honor.
Okay, very good. You haven't proven your case. I keep asking you. You're looking around. First you said it was home. Now you say you pulled it out and put it on his shelf at work. And he says that didn't happen. Your case is dismissed. I don't believe you. Have a good day.
Robert, I really hope that we can move
I
on
really,
from
I
here,
really
and I
don't
hope
think that
you make
what
better
y'all were
decisions.
doing was the best thing because y'all were out there accusing me, trying to put my name out there as a horrible person, and I don't really like that because nothing what y'all had said had been true. Y'all were doing nothing but painting me out to be an ugly person, and that's why I'm glad I'm here today on live TV that I can tell everyone that is watching this, that what type of people that y'all are.
I believe everything he's saying is a complete lie and bullshit.